I want you to know that everything that happens in our lives, we are part of what make it happen. The truth of you and I, we are creators. Every one of us is a co-creator with God. Many times we create without knowing. The situations and circumstances of our lives were created by us, unknown to us. And this is why you need to know who you are and how you operate. You need to understand the power you have. You need to know how powerful you are. You need to understand that everything that happens to you is not just happening to you. You are partly contributing to creating the circumstances of your life. And when you understand that you have power to shape what happens around you, what a good news it is. What a good news it is for you and I to know that we have got power to influence the things that happens around us and in our lives. When you understand that I have power to influence and affect what happens in my life, it's good news, because then you can now determine what you want to allow in your life. Every one of us is a co-creator with God. Whether we are Christians or Muslim or any religion. Now, I'm not talking religion in this video. Now, I'm talking about the power that God gave to a man. That's why you see so many people, they are not even Christians, but they are doing so powerfully well in this world. They are using the power that God gave to us as human beings. Let me quickly remind you the fivefold power that God gave us in Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. It is the power to be fruitful, number one. Number two, the power to multiply anything we are doing, good or bad. We have the power to multiply it. Number three, we have the power to replenish the earth. To replenish means to bring something good out of the earth and use it to our own advantage. Number four, we have the power to subdue the earth and to subdue problems. You have the power to subdue your problem. You have the power to subdue the negative situations of your life. And number five, you are given the power of dominion. You are given to have dominion in your world. You are given to have dominion over the affairs of your life. That is the power given to us as natural human beings. But we Christians, we have an added advantage. The advantage that Jesus Christ came and gave us power, divine power. Now, don't forget, we have natural power as human beings, which I have enumerated, which came in fivefold blessing: fruitful, multiplication, replenish the earth, subdue the earth, and have dominion. That's the power of a man. Any man can exercise that power and authority. Any religion, any culture, any gender, male, female, even it doesn't even matter whether you are physically fit or not. You see, that's why you see some people who you think they are handicapped, they are doing better than you, who you think you are not handicapped. You see, because every man has got that power to co-create the affairs of his or her life with God who sent him here. You have got power to create the circumstances of your life. And whatever happens in your life, maybe divorce, maybe you lost the job, maybe you won the lottery, or maybe, you did something good, you became president of your nation. Anything good or bad that happens to you, you are part of what make it happen. Nothing just happened to us. Nothing just happened to us. It doesn't just fall on our laps. We are part of what makes it happen, either consciously or unconsciously, directly or indirectly. You must understand that. When you understand that things does not just happen to you, you are part of what makes it happen, then you can now listen to the idea that I want to give you today. How do things happen to us? There are 5 ways things happen to us. And these 5 ways, we are contributors. We have a part. We have a step to take. We have a role to play. Every one of us have roles to play in what happens to us. This is the way things happen to us. Number 1, every one of us is given a garden. That is our heart. Everything that we have in our life is grown in the garden of our heart. And when that thing is planted, it grows and bears fruit. The fruit is what we see around us. If somebody is divorced, the seed of divorce has been planted in the heart of the wife or the husband. That seed was nourished in somebody's heart. And sometimes it may be in the heart of a third party. It may not even be in the heart of the man and the wife. It may be in the heart of another person entirely. That person begin to nourish the seed of your divorce. That you will divorce your husband, you will divorce your wife. Somebody planted that thing in his heart. And now that thing is growing in his heart. The unconscious, feeling of that person's seed that it planted into your heart will begin to filter into your heart. If your heart receives it, one way or the other, your heart will pick up that vibe. And once your heart picks up that vibe, then say, yes, this woman is not good. I look at the way the man is talking to me. That man is not even respecting me. Then you will think that you are the one that hates the man or the woman. You would not know that that thought that you are now presently having is projected to you from an outside force. You buy it as your own conviction and you get dissatisfied with your wife and your husband and you begin to fight. The moment you begin to fight, your husband or wife will pick the vibe and say, no, look at the way she talked to me. She's rude. There's not even a single respect for me. And before you know it, you are dissatisfied. Your husband or your wife is dissatisfied. You are fighting. And that third party person continues to nourish the seed in his or her heart that you guys must divorce. You guys are picking the vibe from a third party. You are picking it in your spirit, then you allow it to make you to fight one another. Before you know what is happening, the fight becomes escalated to the point of no return, and the inevitable will happen. You find yourselves divorcing one another. And after divorce, many people come back to their senses and say, why did I divorce my wife in the first instance? Why did I divorce my husband in the first instance? Because sometimes we originate the things that happen in our life. Sometimes somebody else originated it. We took that vibe from that person that is projecting that into our spirit. Once our spirit opens to the idea and we buy it, we are the ones that will finish it. Somebody started it, but we finish it by accepting. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. When we accept the vibe, somebody, for instance, if somebody wants us to become, poor, for instance, he is thinking poverty concerning you. Some people call it, I forgot what they call it in the spiritual circle. Maybe they call it psychic attack. Somebody is thinking evil about you. He wants you to be poor. as he's thinking that, is projected to you. If you open your spirit to that projection, evil thoughts will just come like, what if I become poor? What if I lose all this money? Immediately you allow fear to enter. That's how things happen. When fear enters, then it begins to escalate, and before you know it, somebody can just come, take your money, and no money for you again. So, with all this said to you, let me now quickly tell you 5 things that makes things happen in our lives. Number 1, everything is grown in our heart. Our heart is a garden of our lives. Number 2, things happen as a result of what we think or imagine. Don't forget, things happen as a result of what we think or imagine. Whatever we think is a seed in the garden of our heart, or the garden of our life, which is our heart. Whatever you think, either good or bad, either ugly or beautiful, what you think will grow. And number 3, when what you think is mixed with feeling in your body. For instance, when you think you will be poor and you feel it that you are poor, the feeling of your body is the water that water the seed of your thought and nourish that seed to grow. Don't allow yourself to feel poor. Don't allow yourself to feel sick. Somebody may have a headache, but change your feeling, feel healed. Think to yourself, how will I feel if I am healed? Let the feeling of health dominate your being, your state of affairs. So immediately you allow the feeling that I don't have money, the feeling I may have divorce, the feeling I may be rejected, the feeling I don't know what is going to happen, all those negative feelings fuel and water the bad thoughts you are thinking, nourishes it and makes it to grow. So don't allow yourself to feel evil. Don't allow yourself to feel negative, because it is watering the evil thoughts that you are thinking. And number 4, you must understand this. By the time you begin to feel it, you will unconsciously begin to speak it. We don't know what will happen. The president is doing badly. As if your life depends on the president. As if the president is your creator. As if the economy is you are you. You have power to thrive. Under any economy, under any government. Stop looking to people. So when you begin to feel that way, you begin to now speak it with your mouth. And what we say, the Bible says, God told Moses, go and tell them anything they say that I hear with my ear is what I will do to them. When you now begin to speak, you are creating that thing that happened. And number 5, and this is very huge, you must understand that nothing can happen in your life until you give it a tactic approval. How do you give it a tactic approval? You just resign. You just kind of know. You just kind of begin to act while, in a very strange way. Some people begin to act poor because they speak poor, they think poverty, they feel poverty, they talk poverty, and number 5 will now happen. They'll begin to feel poverty. They'll begin to act it. They'll begin to act like poor people. They'll begin to act the sickness. They will allow the words they speak to affect their action, and before they know it, it will happen in real life. Your thinking is the cause. What happens is the effect. And this is why our Lord Jesus Christ He commanded us. So whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Because he knows that when we say no to poverty, heaven will agree with us and poverty will be gone. When we say no to anything in our life,